Hi, I'm Jimmy.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Andrew.
And we're here with another instant trailer review. Today we are watching Stoker by Chan-wook Park.
And who else is stoked based on this trailer?
I'm super stoked. It's his first English language film, correct?
I'm Bram stoked.
Oh.
Anyway.
2 puns for the price of one.
Chan-wook Park, or Park Chan-wook, directed Old Boy, which is awesome. He also made a wonderful, meaning very good, it's extremely disturbing movie called Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance.
Yeah, the Vengeance trilogy. Mr. Vengeance, Lady Vengeance, and Old Boy. Old Boy was
awesome.
the first one I saw out of those, and I saw it in high school, and I remember getting all of my friends to watch this movie.
It's intense.
So good.
It's fantastic. My favorite is Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, but right now we're talking about Stoker.
Yeah. He also did a really excellent vampire movie called Thirst a few years ago.
I wasn't a huge fan of that, but it was very interesting.
I liked it a lot.
Okay, first thing that pops about this, the color palette is incredible.
Yeah.
And especially when I first watched the trailer, we cut to Nicole Kidman's character, and I literally was very taken with how bright and saturated the colors were. It was shot by Park Chan-wook's longtime DP. Shot almost all of his movies. But again, this is their first English language film together, which is really exciting. That's Mia Wasikowska. Obviously, we saw Nicole Kidman already.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. Right off the bat.
Wide-angle lenses, he likes to use those. There's also a lot of he uses a lot of surreal imagery, like the spider, and kind of like the egg is also like a strange.
I don't know that was it an egg or
it was a hard-boiled egg, sir.
Mm-hmm. I don't eat them.
Good source of protein, but I don't know if he's making a comment.
I don't care for them.
That's a very quick shot of Dermot Mulroney.
Who is great, by the way.
Who's great, and apparently not in this film very long. But Mia Wasikowska...
Maybe there'll be a bunch of flashbacks. We don't know.
Mia Wasikowska, obviously an amazing young actress. She was also in Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland.
And the kids are all right.
I think this is a really great use of her in particular, because there are rumors that they auditioned Rooney Mara and Emily Browning, both of which have done kind of provocative films before, Sleeping Beauty and The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. It's great that Mia Wasikowska is definitely getting into that, and I'm glad that it's her first one.
No, she's amazing. It's really incredible.
Do we know if it's a period piece?
No, I think so.
None of his other movies.
I'm getting the feeling like it might be, or it's just like some
a lot of his movies kind of take place in this timeless kind of bubble.
Especially this being his first American film, I think it's really interesting. Two things that I think is really interesting. One, you're getting Nicole Kidman. She looks like a porcelain doll already, like very Americana, you know.
Yeah.
And he also changed Mia's eye color in this. She has hazel eyes in real life, and you can see at one point when they're at dinner, I think, and she says we're family. If you look at her left eye, the iris is all out of whack because of the contact. Anyway, he's really going for the area thing.
So playing the uncle is Matthew Good. I'll pause on a shot of him in a second.
There we have Lucas,
there he is.
Lucas Till also.
Oh, that she stabs?
Yes.
Right there?
From X-Men and Hannah Montana the movie.
There you go.
Yeah, dude, I met that guy.
Jimmy Joe Henning's Hannah Montana in the movie?
That's correct. Yes.
Jimmy is in that movie. I'm not kidding. That's a really cool shot right there. He always uses blood in really interesting ways. That's Matthew Good. He plays Ozymandias in Zack Snyder's
that's
Watchmen.
where I know. I was thinking it was Michael Sheen for a second, but then
his name's Matthew Good. He was in Match Point. He was in Leap Year for any romantic comedy fans out there.
Very talented actor.
So again, I mean, the look of it is just so striking.
Yeah, it's very.
All of his movies, all of his movies, just imagery-wise, it's always so arresting.
And right when you think you have the tone down, it kind of surprises you.
I want to talk about this real quick. He does a lot. This is the second thing that I've seen him do. I mean, obviously, I don't know how much this plays into, but pianos actually kind of feature a lot in his films. He did a segment in a movie called Three Extremes.
Oh, yeah.
About vampires. His segment was about a vampire. And there's a very interesting segment that has to do with piano wire. So I just thought that was an interesting kind of thing going through line in his oeuvre.
And you know, I honestly think because Matthew Good apparently won the role over Michael Fassbender. I was talking to somebody else about this, and they kind of were disappointed that Fassbender couldn't be in this movie or couldn't take the role. It would have been way too close to his character in Fish Tank, I think.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, this is just... Everything about
Yes.
this, like at one shot after the other, is kind of a surprise. I have no idea what this.
And it's also, I mean, like, I don't want to overplay this, but I know that color palettes in his movies have been really, really important. And if you notice throughout this trailer, green is really prominent. As we all know, green is the color of envy. So I'm sure that that's no accident. But he really plays around with color a lot. In the international version, I believe, of Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, he put a keyframe at the beginning and a keyframe at the end and drained the color out frame by frame. So in the first shot, it's fully saturated, and the last shot is black and white, and it happens over the entire course of the movie. So he clearly, I mean, takes his color palette very seriously.
I don't think so.
So yeah, again, like this trailer to me is so interesting because I don't know what the story is necessarily about. I know it kind of involves this potentially a love triangle that could just kind of be how they're marketing it.
And so
Here,
surprising, what's so surprising about the story is that the writer is Wentworth Miller, the actor in Prison Break. This is his first screen credit.
Very interesting.
And I actually talked to him for Resident Evil Afterlife a while ago. I remember being, I'm not a fan of Prison Break. I haven't seen the show.
Right.
It's not that I'm not a fan, I just haven't seen it. But he was insanely articulate. And it's just interesting that an actor kind of is jumping off with something
If
that
you
looks
look
this intriguing.
very closely here, there's a blood spurt coming out of
Yeah.
that guy's head right there.
Oh. It looks like they kind of use CG to kind of block it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sure that'll be a lot more intense in the actual film.
In addition to Wentworth Miller, Erin Cressida Wilson apparently helped with the screenplay. It's Wentworth Miller's screenplay, but she helped with it, and she did Fur and Chloe and Secretary.
Oh,
This
interesting.
kind
So
of feels,
she's for starring Nicole Kidman. So
yeah,
they've worked together
and
before.
this kind of feels like her material. You know, it feels like exactly what you'd imagine.
Yeah.
But not what you'd imagine.
I think the trailer really gets an idea, a tone across perfectly, and for me, his films are all about tone.
I love him. He's so
So
great.
I could not be more excited. This trailer surprised me. I didn't know it was coming out today, so
Yeah.
I was really excited to see it, and it looks great.
It's an excellent trailer.
Yeah,
I mean, it really does give away just enough to let you know what you're in for.
And knowing, I have a feeling it's probably not even
Scratching
skimming the
the-
I
surface.
feel like
exactly.
we're all gonna be surprised on what it's actually about.
So yeah, we're all huge thumbs up on Stoker.
Yeah.
Let us know what you
We're
think.
stoked
Comment
on
below.
Stoker.
Remember to subscribe. And until next time, I'm Ryan.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Andrew.
Thank you for watching.